Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, and happy Saturday, or I guess happy whatever day you're watching this, but I'm going to be uploading Saturday. And today we're going to be doing winter 2023 trends that I love. This is basically a partner video to the other one I uploaded last Saturday, which is trends I don't really like and all the reasons for that. But you might like them even though I don't, so maybe it's a good idea to go watch that one just to get a full idea of exactly what's trending. But if not, then that's okay. I'm glad you clicked on this one. So like I always do, I've gone through a mix of magazines, catwalks, and TikTok / like online kind of trends to figure out exactly what's happening this season for you guys. I've got tons of like outfit inspo or like product inspo for you if you are thinking of buying into any of these trends, so that should really help you. But as always, I do recommend shopping secondhand whenever possible because we're in the middle of a climate crisis, so if you can get away with buying something secondhand, then please do. That's what I'm trying to do as much as possible, so join me. Okay, first trend is no Logo Mania, and it's kind of like a subsidiary of Quiet Luxury, which you guys know I don't really like as a trend, but I do like this specific, I don't know if you technically call it a micro trend, I'd say it's more a result of this trend happening, is that we're seeing less items that have really bold logos all over them. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Chanel logo plastered all over a bag, or something that's really, really obviously designer and you feel like a walking billboard wearing it. We're seeing a lot less of those kind of items this season, and I'm so here for that. On the runway specifically, I've seen a lot of big studded earrings, which I think are going to be one of the cutest trends for winter 2023. I think they just look so chic, and normally I think I, in the past, have really gravitated towards hoops, and I think that's maybe been like a society thing. A lot of people have been wearing hoops, but this season that is about to change and people are going to be going for more of a studded look, and I think it's so fun. There's so many ways you can play with texture here, regardless of whether you like gold, silver, or like maybe like a coloured, more fun option. The texture opportunities are just amazing, so I will definitely be trying to shop something like this. As this kind of side note, what do you guys feel about secondhand jewelry? Because I don't know if, obviously for like necklaces and rings and bracelets and that kind of like non-sanitary issue ones, I'm 100% on board with, but earrings, I don't know if I would shop these secondhand. I'm kind of funny with some items and being secondhand, but I guess if you clean them properly, there's no issue. I don't know, just something I'm kind of curious about what you guys feel about them, whether I'm in the minority of feeling like it's a bit weird, or whether this is a widely held belief. Anyway, next kind of trend, we'll go on to colours, which is brown is really trending for the season, and this is probably not, groundbreaking, revolutionary, but that's fine. Brown is a constant kind of colour that crops up over autumn and winter, which makes it a really good colour to buy into if you do want to invest in anything this season. Brown feels like it will never go out of style. It's such a neutral, it goes with everything, and it's so flattering. It's so warm, versus black can kind of sometimes be a bit cold and harsh against your skin. Brown is just a little bit warmer. It will, especially if you have brown hair like me, I think a light brown is so pretty against that. But also blondes, perfect. It's kind of universally flattering. So yeah, I'm really excited about this trend, especially like all brown looks. It just makes me feel like I'm dressing seasonally appropriate. Another kind of colour that is trending is like a deep burgundy, and I think this is like a natural progression from how big red has been this season. I think when you have a colour like this that's so bright and bold and eye-catching, you will naturally have like a dark hue that comes out of it that is kind of like a secondary trend, and this season is burgundy. It's so pretty, perfect again for an autumnal wardrobe. So if you buy something in this, or hopefully buy it secondhand or even rent it, I think you'll be so on trend for years to come. If you're, you know, not as confident wearing red, I know I definitely don't like to wear a lot of red, hence the fact that I've only bought into it with a bag. Burgundy is definitely an easier way to go. It's muted, it doesn't clash as much with whatever you're wearing. It's really flattering for pretty much all skin types. So yeah, a good one to sort of shop if you want something that's a bit longer lasting. Kind of like the last colour, if you call it that, is metallic. And again, this is, you know, never going away when it comes to winter, especially because Christmas to me is metallic, especially silver, which is kind of the trending tone this year out of gold and silver. There's so much silver on the runways. On TikTok I've seen it. Obviously I spoke in last week's video about silver trousers, and whilst I said this trend wasn't really for me, it doesn't mean that I don't want to shop silver pieces in different forms. So I don't know whether it's potentially down to, you know, Beyonce's Renaissance tour or Taylor Swift's silver dress, but it is definitely having a big resurgence this season. And especially I kind of love, you know, a silver top, or I actually saw a gorgeous silver dress, which I can't remember in which store, where I saw it, how much it was, which was really helpful, but I was definitely drawn to it. And I think it would be such a cute thing to wear on Christmas Day, festive without being too much. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a suggestion of the season rather than like in your face like a Christmas jumper would be. Next is kind of like a kind of two in a way. The first kind of thing is cropped jackets. I think this silhouette is really going somewhere this season. Obviously in the past couple of years we've had a lot of like duvet coats and, you know, really swamping coats, and I think we're kind of seeing the antithesis of this now. Because of that, people are rejecting that and going the complete opposite way. So crop jackets are really in this season. I especially like a kind of brown beat up biker jacket. I think that look is really cool. I've seen it all over TikTok, so maybe it's a bit flooded by now, but I think it's also a really timeless silhouette. The second kind of like part to this is sheiling coats are having a massive resurgence, obviously because they're so cute and Christmassy. They're perfect for winter. You can obviously get them in a load of different formats, so go cropped if you like the crop trend. You would also be really on trend if you went for, you know, a floor ankle length grazing maxi coat. I think sheiling is such a cute trend, really cozy, perfect for the weather, and also kind of perfect for the next sort of, I guess it is kind of a trend, but it's more of a broad reaching theme, which is just texture. It's all about luxury and like subtle signs of showing off luxury. Again, we're having the quiet luxury, and this is probably a way of this coming forward, but it's all about what your clothes texture is made of and like subtle signs of showing it's luxurious. So you think like really rich fabrics like corduroy, sheiling, sequins, even if they're, you know, sustainable or not, satin, that kind of thing. Really, you know, understated ways of showing that your clothes are nice. And I think this can be such a fun thing to play with, so I'm really excited for this trend. Even just like mixing textures, or just having, you know, quite a basic outfit but having one item that's in an unexpected fabric can be really cool, and just an easy way to elevate anything really. I think one trend that I maybe haven't seen that much of, but I think I'm drawn to this personally, so I don't know if I'm thinking it's more of a trend than it is statement outwear. Like I said in last video, I'm really bored of the whole like quiet luxury coat, the like greige maxi trench, whatever. I really don't like it, but some inspo like this, where she's wearing a gorgeous like checkered green coat, and the way she's done it with a belt and stuff, I love this. Everything, it's so fun, it's so different, it's so like eye-catching, and to do that with the outwear I think is such an easy way of elevating every outfit you own, because outwear is the easiest thing to just chuck on underneath something really boring, and as long as your coat looks like this, then it's just gonna be better. One trend that's not potentially new, I did mention it back in autumn, but I have kind of changed my mind about, is coloured tights. I did say I reserve the right to change my mind, and I've seen a few people in real life wearing them, and I think they're so cute. And I think it would be a perfect one to buy into with burgundy, the other trending colour. I've seen someone wearing burgundy tights underneath, I can't remember what it was, something quite neutral like greys and blacks, and I think it's so cute and such an easy way to dress up an outfit. So I am potentially thinking of buying some burgundy tights. But obviously this is such a cute trend for winter, in particular Christmas. So yeah, it's one to rethink, like if like me you weren't sure on it the first time. What else? The other thing I'm kind of changing my mind about from autumn is bows, but specifically bows for your hair or on bags. I briefly mentioned this in last week's video, and I'm going to keep it brief, but I think this is such a cute way to do your hair. I do really like subtle bows versus the bigger ones. I think there's definitely something nicer about having them, you know, tied to the end of a plait rather than, you know, a massive bow taking up half your hair. But yeah, that's just what I like. You might think that the other way is cute, or both of them are cute, or none of them are cute. That's up to you. In general, I do think bows in the hair is kind of hinting at like a bigger trend, which is just like hairstyle supremacy. I think people are like paying more attention to their hair than they were in previous times. I'm seeing a lot of braids online, which I think are really, really cute. All the TikTok girls seem to be wearing them. But just in general, like having your hair done for Christmas is such a cute way of, you know, elevating your outfit for the day. Even if you want to like dress like a slob, but you've, I don't know, slightly curled your hair at the ends or like braided your hair back, is such a cute way of making it seem like you've put an effort when you haven't, basically. Okay, last kind of like specific trend is clutch bags. I think this is so cute, perfect for winter, especially if you have like a Christmas party or whatever. They're not necessarily the most practical things, but I think the sacrifice is worth it because they're so sweet, and they instantly make an outfit look a lot more classy or expensive, both really. Again, a really nice one to shop in burgundy or metallic if you want just a touch of metallic to your outfit rather than you know, going for a whole thing. I really like ones where, again, it's a lot of texture involved, so maybe like a pleated clutch or something like that. And then I guess on to kind of overarching themes for this season that I think we'll see a lot. The first is like femforel. I spoke about in last week's video not liking gothic as like a whole genre. I think it's too much, but femforel of like corsets and sweetheart necklines and that kind of like aesthetic I think is so cute. You know, velvet kind of says this to me, or like corduroy, like heavier fabrics, which obviously ties in with the texture. I think is so sweet. Obviously it looks really expensive, and it's a really cute way of dressing, so yeah, I'm excited to try this. And then I guess the other one is like skigirl is the like theme that everyone's going for, with like cute earmuffs, and obviously Ugg boots have been trending for the last couple of seasons. Even if I don't necessarily like Ugg boots, I can see how this kind of buys into the aesthetic. I don't think I'll necessarily be buying anything for these aesthetics, but I think what I'm going to do is try create outfits that remind me of them using what I already own. I think that's probably the more sustainable way to do it, because they're not necessarily what I'd say my aesthetics are, but it can be fun to play up to them, and I do like kind of dressing on trends sometimes. So I think what I'll do is just pull pieces from my wardrobe which kind of say this theme to me, even if they don't say it to anyone else. So like for instance, I have like corduroy dungarees, which I think are really ski girly to me because I feel so warm and cozy in them. So I hope that there was at least a couple of trends here that you didn't know about and you found useful to hear about, and you enjoyed this video and all the outfit inspiration I could give you. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.